Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Darkcast podcast for the post-apocalypse. We are
the Pope-apocalypse.
Stutter. The post-apocalypse, yes. We are now in a world after the apocalypse, everyone. It was a hell of an apocalypse, too, wasn't it?
Oh, man, popes everywhere. Okay. But on a serious note.
Yeah. So, as I was asking, hell of an apocalypse, wasn't it?
Yes, indeed. Almost nothing happened. Oh, wait. Nothing happened.
Anyways, the date is 12/27/2012, and I am the host, Tag, and this is my partner, as always, Wind.
Guten Tag.
And, well, that's it, everyone. That's the show. Till next time.
Piss off.
Bye. No, okay.
Oh, wait. We're supposed to go on for longer.
Yeah.
Damn. Shit.
I know. Who would have thought that we had to do actual work? Unheard of.
Quick! Pull something out of your ass!
I mean, we're American. Come on now. Work us?
America.
Well... I suppose we could always start off see what's going on with our beloved Yahoo News.
Oh dear.
I mean, that's always a good start.
Go for it. Might as well.
I'm looking.
Do it faster.
Daters getting rejected for unusual reason. Okay, I'm curious.
I see something completely different.
Let's see here. Wait. Okay, so the story reads, as she nibbled on strawberry shortcake, Jessica LaShawn, a flight attendant from Chicago, tried not to get ahead of herself and imagined this first date turning into another and another, and maybe at some point a glimmering diamond ring and happily ever after. She simply couldn't help it, though. After all, he was tall, from a religious family, raised by his grandparents just as she was, worked in finance, and even had great teeth. Her musings were suddenly interrupted when her date asked her a decidedly unromantic question. What's your credit score?
I was actually thinking, did he ask her if she swallowed? But never mind.
If what?
If she swallowed. But then again, I'm just dirty. Also, when did we turn into Dear Abby?
Ever since we decided to apparently start reading Yahoo News.
Oh.
Because it's so damn funny.
Half the time, I know.
Okay. Apparently someone goes on to say, Scredit, what the fuck?
Scredit score! Scredit core!
Credit scores are like the dating equivalent of a sexually transmitted disease test.
Actually, gonna have to agree there.
Oy. Anyway, moving on.
Well, okay, I found something. 13 secrets your movie theater employee won't tell you. Mostly because they don't know because they're out of the loop.
Okay, we gotta hear this. Read on.
Now, there was a video that went with this, and I already watched the video while technical difficulties happened before we started. Now, there's a list right below the video, and wow, they really want you to watch the video. Because why does it smell so good? The popcorn has chemicals in it to make its aroma fill the theater. That's it. That's all that is. So what they said in the video was there's coconut oil. Coconut butter and a seasoning called season it, I believe is what they called it. And I never knew that because I was the guy who ushered people to the theater or cleaned the theater between showings. God, don't work in a movie theater, people. Please, if you work at a movie theater, you know, you just hate humanity afterwards. You just want to put everybody on a rocket and shoot it to the sun.
Okay, so they've got the list down here. I guess we'll put this link in the show notes for the people who actually want to watch the video.
It's not worth it. I wouldn't say,
Isn't.
no. Extreme Digital is actually lower quality than IMAX Digital. We use it because it's easier to maintain.
Doesn't surprise me.
For the first month or two of screening, money from the ticket sales goes to movie studios. Theaters rely on concession stands to make money. That's why concessions are overpriced. Popcorn costs almost nothing to make.
Of course it doesn't.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I know all the methods you use to sneak in. I just don't always care enough to kick you out for it. Yeah, definitely. The only foods I trust are the popcorn, drinks, and boxed candy. I wouldn't eat the pretzels, hot dogs, or nachos.
Okay, I got a question.
And yet, people still eat it, and I still have to clean it off the fucking floor.
Have you ever snuck into a theater? Honestly.
Actually. Was it me who sparked it? Probably not. I think it was, most of the people I was with.
And what method did you use to get in?
Oh, either go to the bathroom and then come back out and go into another theater. Or act like you got in there really early.
Uh-huh.
Like after the showing, you just kind of stay in. Because sometimes this, actually it used to be the same theater would play a different movie.
Right.
Theater, I mean the same theater room. It would show two movies sometimes. But nowadays, it's like every movie has its own theater, too. No time has passed for the audience.
None at all. You didn't notice a cut there? Not at all. There was no technical difficulties. But anyways, going back to the whole breaking in thing.
And it's not like we try to pick up at this point 5 times. Oh, I mean, shit.
Anyway, going back to the whole sneaking into a theater bit. Me personally, I've never honestly attempted it. I've never felt brave enough. But there's probably been a few times where at my local theaters where the attendance there, I probably could have pulled it off, honestly.
Yeah, we are underpaid and overworked half the time.
So most of the time they just don't give a fuck.
Nope, we do not. Let's see. Chances are it was... So where were we? Okay, there we go. Now on to the next one.
We're on number 4. No, 5.
Well, we're on 5 now. We just finished 4.
No, actually, I can't... fuck it. Just start with 5. I don't remember where we were.
The only foods I trust are the popcorn, drinks, and boxed candy. I wouldn't eat the pretzels, hot dogs, or nachos, but I still have to clean it off the fucking floor.
Isn't it such a lovely job?
Ah, God. At least it's not a... At least the nachos are still in their nacho form. They haven't already been consumed and digested.
That's always a plus, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because that would be quite nasty.
Let's see, number 6. Chances are, if you complain to the manager and he sides with you, he's just putting on a show to calm you down. The manager might pretend to yell at me for a minute, but he'll pat me on the back the moment you're out of sight. Why? Because, well, we couldn't shut you up even if we wanted to.
So,
We really don't give a shit. Piss off. If you have a usually, if the projector goes out of whack or there's like sound issues or whatever, if there's something wrong with the movie itself, they will reimburse you. If it's because the usher, gave you a snarky remark, it was because you were being an asshole. You deserved it.
Yeah, the whole thing, the customer is always right thing, I've always found to be bullshit, because fucking no, the customer is not always right.
The customer can blow me and everybody else at the theater.
Oh god, I worked at a convenience store for 6 months. Oh my god. Oh, the people there that I had to deal with.
Okay.
No.
What's funny is I've one time, taking tickets and telling people where to go, I pointed clearly with my left hand to go down that hall, and it will be the first door, or it'll be like the last door on their left, and the guy says, that's the right. I'm pointing with my left down the hall, and I'm saying that the door will be on your left-hand side once you're in the hall. He'd say, turn left here. I said, go that way. I really... Oh, God, it's people like that just... It's like, pay attention.
Yeah.
Not help you if you cannot follow simple directions.
Well, it's the amount of people, too, that... Like, for example, working at the convenience store, one of the main rules, as it is with anywhere, is when you go to sell beer, you have to card.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The amount of people that tried to get away with buying beer with an expired ID or not having an ID at all was astounding to even me. I mean, I'd lost faith in humanity long ago, clearly.
Makes it worse.
Yeah, this just made it worse. And when it came to the sale of cigarettes, we only carded if the person looked below the age of 25. Oh.
So here you have to card. Cigarettes, he looks okay. You piss off.
Yeah, that one's a judgment call when it comes to cigarettes.
Well, the beer, I can understand. The cigarettes, yeah, I guess I understand that as well. It's like they're not going to get behind the wheel and crash into somebody because they smoked a cigarette.
But, yeah, there was a lot of rules in regards to the ID as well. Like, it had to have their birth date on it, clearly. It had to not be expired. And it had to have a photo of the person on it unless they were above a certain age, because once you're, like, elder citizen status, you can get an ID without your photo on it. But
Really?
Looking at the year of the, card and looking at the person that comes in, you can clearly tell if they're old enough for that, I mean, that's just a common sense thing, but,
Okay.
Yeah, but, no, the thing that astounded me the most was the people that would come in with IDs that were expired by months to years trying to buy beer. And then getting pissed at me when I wouldn't make the sale. It's like, dear Lord, your ID's been expired for 4 years.
You're not driving, are you?
How hard would it be to go to the DMV in the course of like 4 fucking years, to use as an example, to get your ID renewed?
Oh, God.
Seriously.
Sure, it'll take a whole fucking day just to get in the wrong line, but...
At least at that point, when it's over with, you can buy beer again without this hassle.
Besides, you're going to need the beer after going through the DMV anyway. You might as well get it done and over with.
Oh, one of my favorite stories from the time I worked at this convenience store was there was this girl, didn't look above 25. Honestly, I would have pegged her as 16 or 17. Comes in, tries to get a pack of cigarettes. I ask her for her ID. She tries to play off the typical I don't have it and all that stuff, and basically trying to plead and beg with me to let it slide, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I tell her I can't do it, and she gets a bit upset, obviously, goes outside. Gets what I'm assuming was her boyfriend. He comes in, her right behind her. He walks up to the counter with his ID out. And I sit there and because, you know, again, another thing, we're not allowed to make third-party sales, you know? And we believe that the one that they're being bought for is an underage. So obviously this girl. And she stands right there beside of him in front of me and directs him and tells him to get which cigarettes to get. And he sits there and tells me the exact same cigarettes she just told me to get. I look at the guy and tell him, you know, since I know they're for her, I cannot make the sale to you. Oh, this guy gets pissed. He's like, they're not for her. And I'm like, dude. And I told him this to his face. I was like, dude, I just sat there and watched her tell you to get those cigarettes. I can't do it. And he was like, you're a fucking prick. And I was like,
you're fucking stupid for not thinking ahead.
And I told him, and I was like, well, the feeling's mutual. And he turns and storms out, and as he's going out the door and everything, he's like, you need to go fuck yourself. And I just smiled big at him, and I told him, right back at you, buddy. That's one of my favorite stories.
Go fuck yourself. I masturbate. I masturbate on a daily basis. Don't worry about it.
Some of those people, it was just fun because a lot of the time and everything, when you had situations like that and everything, you could get away with it, you know?
Yeah.
And it was just gratifying in those situations when you could, because you get a lot of stupid fucking people coming through. There's no doubt about that one. Why don't they learn? Just shut up. That's all you have to do. Think. Act like a proper human being. Is that so difficult?
Yes.
It's no wonder we've not had an alien invasion yet. They don't want to catch humanity's stupidity.
They're taking the easy route. It's like, yeah, they'll fuck themselves over, and then we can just, go in and take what's left.
I mean, if I was an alien in my mothership observing the human race prepping for some kind of hostile invasion, you're damn right I would wait. These fucking idiots are going to destroy themselves in time anyway. No need to waste my resources. Jesus. You know?
Yeah. All right. Should we continue with this list here, or
going back to the list? We went on a kind of a tangent there.
Number 7. Combination deals don't save you money at some theaters. You'd pay the same price if you purchased the items separately. Yeah, it's probably like a couple cents difference, and yeah, you have to do the math yourself.
Pretty much, but that's a tactic used at a lot of places, not just theater.
Yeah, that's used everywhere.
Again, I worked at a convenience store, so I know that one all too well. Sitting there listening to people that would come up with a bargain and everything, and I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, you're paying the same price basically as if you bought them separate.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure, there are some items that, are obviously bargain when they say they are, like the convenience store I worked at for the longest time, and they still do actually, 24-ounce sodas.
Yeah.
Or 20-ounce, my bad. They have them on sale 2 for $2.50, whereas the basic average price of them is like $1.50. So you're saving roughly 50-something odd cents there.
Okay.
Or is it $1.59 for an individual? I don't know these days.
I don't know. I don't.
Well, here anyway, prices might be different over there where you're at.
Yeah, God. Yeah, we're fucking California. We're trying to make people broke so they can't move out of the state.
That way, when the great earthquake comes and you get split off from the United States, you're all stuck there and fucked.
Oh, we're already fucked. We don't need to. Okay.
Sure, you've heard that whole theory that one day in the future there's going to be a great earthquake that divides California from the United States.
Yeah, it was a movie with Kurt Russell. Was it?
No, I'm talking about an actual legit science.
I know. No. It's not science. It's pseudoscience. There's a difference.
Whatever.
There's a big difference. Don't confuse science with pseudoscience.
They figured it out with science.
I'm using science. No, you're just putting your head up your ass and forgetting about, physics and math.
And there's that.
Yep, that's done now. Don't need to worry about that anymore.
Now you just got to get it uploaded, and no, we're not going to tell you what it is just yet.
It's me naked.
Yummy, sexy.
Yes. Yeah. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh boy, number 8. Now this one's kind of worded awkwardly. Think you're saving calories by ordering a small popcorn? That small, quote unquote, popcorn could have been a medium last month. Now, it's kind of worded awkwardly, but I'm getting the sense that what they're saying is that small popcorn was actually a medium size last.
Yeah, that's what I'm assuming is by.
Small bigger, but it just makes it seem like that last month it was a medium-sized popcorn, and you're eating a month-old popcorn. And I might be hearing an echo.
No,
I'm hearing an echo.
I'm not.
I am. That's all that matters is me.
No, he doesn't have an ego, not at all.
An ego? Shit, my head's too big for my head. Anyway.
This one, yeah, I can honestly see this one being you.
What?
Number 11.
We're skipping 9 and 10 now, huh?
No, I'm going to let you read them, but I was just reading on ahead to number 11, and yeah.
Foreshadowing, kids. We want you to stuff.
Yeah.
Listening.
The art of foreshadowing, giving you a hint of something to come.
Let's see. Number 9. Stop getting angry that your food isn't ready. Microwaves can't cook frozen pizzas in 30 seconds.
Unfortunately.
Now, I've never watched the concession stand, so I don't know what it was all. I don't really know what went on, but yeah, fucking wait. We never had pizza though. Mostly what we had was popcorn and nachos and I think pretzels when I was still working at a theater.
Yeah, I've noticed mention of like hot dogs as well, and I don't recall really hearing of a theater that had hot dogs. Maybe my theaters are just depraved.
Your theaters don't give a damn.
Probably not.
It's like, where's my food? It's gonna take a while. You shouldn't have ordered it, jackass. Anyway, number 10. No, I can't give you extra cups. Everything is inventoried at the end of the night. Yeah. I mean, those cups cost money. And if the guy, and if we come up short, it's coming out of our paychecks. So, fuck you.
Yeah, that's my money, bitch.
Buy an extra cup. Just say, hey, don't put anything in it. I just want to buy a fucking cup. Fine. It's still going to cost you the same, but...
It's not coming out of my paycheck, you asshole.
We do have free cups, though. They're They're like the Dixie cups. They're very small, but, you can have that. Free. Those are free. We're not giving you the big ones. We're not giving you the small, medium, or large, but we'll give you this little dinky cup.
The dingy cup is all I like to call them.
Where you... It's where you put your samples before you give it to the doctor. Hardy har har.
Har har.
Okay, number 11. Your suspicions are correct. Sometimes I sweep excess food under the seats. Movies often end every few minutes. Sometimes 3 or more screenings end at the same time. I don't always have time to clean everything up. Okay. See, I never did this because where we worked, we were pretty much the only theater at the time because the one across the freeway was being rebuilt. We were pretty much the only one around. The Dollar Theater closed down, so everybody came to us. So they hired a lot of people. So what usually wound up happening was you split the team off into different groups. So, maybe half goes into this theater, half goes in the next theater, and they just keep alternating. But, you know what? Nowadays, if I was still working at a theater... if they hadn't let me go because the new theater opened, well, actually new theaters, we had 2 open up at the same time, so yeah. But yeah, and if it was pretty much, because the theater I used to work at is practically manned by skeleton crew every day. So yeah, I'd probably sweep it underneath the chairs just so you guys don't fucking notice.
So you would have, if things had been set up differently, in other words.
Yeah. Let's see, number 12. Yes, movies start late, but they almost always end on time. Otherwise, the ushers wouldn't know when to clean up. Theaters tell you to come in early so you have time to watch commercials and previews. But that's the best part about a movie, are the fucking previews.
Yeah, usually, because you get sneak peeks at movies to come that could end up being really good.
And you think fucking awesome! Trailers are always awesome.
Yeah, they are. Because usually the trailers are the best parts of the movie rolled into a small little 2-minute segment.
Even bad movies. The trailers for bad movies are awesome at times. Though...
For example, going back to... Didn't we discuss Pacific Rim in the last podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the trailer for that movie, that's probably the best parts of the movie in that trailer.
And everything else probably sucks ass.
Probably.
Though, there was a joke I heard. It was, the actual movie is the movie that the director wanted to make, and the previews is what the producer wanted to make. And sometimes you do get movies like that where the preview is showing action and awesome, and then the movie is actually a romantic comedy.
Yeah. And you only get very brief glimpses of the scenes that were in the trailers. Sometimes scenes from the trailers have been omitted from the release of the movie as well, to be put in at a later date for a director's cut edition on DVD or something.
Do you remember seeing Starship Troopers in the theater?
Yeah, actually.
Remember seeing the previews for that, and they had, what the hell was that song called? I don't know, at the time we pretty much called it the Woohoo song. That was pretty much all the lyrics was, Woohoo! Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. That song were in the movie.
I know, right?
It's like songs that should be in the movie aren't in the movie. Damn.
Songs that would make the movie better. No less.
Starship Trooper. is a more of a cult movie now, but
Yeah, it is. Hell, how many sequels has that movie had to this day, none of which have ever seen theaters, I don't think?
just the two.
Oh, it's only got 2. I thought there was at least 3.
Well, there's the first one. Well, there were 2 sequels. But I'm saying there were 2 sequels, so altogether there were 3 movies. But you had the first one. I've seen the second one. That one was really low budget, and the only time you ever saw the bugs was they were behind an electric fence trying to get in, and they just keep shocking themselves, and they can't get past. And the only threat was a parasitic bug that burrowed into people's skulls and took control of them like they were zombies. And I never really saw the third one.
I wonder what happened. Sorry, I remembered something. The whole thing that character death battle, the battle between Goku and Superman, was supposed to occur on December 21st. But apparently they didn't make it for that deadline.
Probably hoping the world will end.
Probably. Because they've got a video up in its place called Where the F is Death Battle. Tell me where Goku versus Superman is!
Oh my god, I need a table to flip. Okay.
And we're doing it again, promoting a far better product than our show.
Yeah, we're terrible at this. Popcorn keeps for a day or two. Many customers confuse warm with fresh.
Yeah.
I never really noticed it at our theater, actually. They dumped, but this was back in 2004 when I was still working in a theater.
So this has been quite a few years ago.
Yeah, this is quite a while ago. But, yeah, they actually would dump the popcorn and throw it out. Nowadays, they probably do recycle popcorn. Though what's funny is they take the popcorn, get a fresh trash bag, and throw it in that. So, like, it would just be popcorn in a trash bag. You know, and sometimes people would take the bags home with them. Because it's a fresh trash bag. It's not actually full of trash, it's just popcorn. So it's not disgusting. Unless they dump the trash out first and then put the popcorn in. Then it might be a little disgusting. But that's it. 13, quote, secrets your movie theater employee won't tell you. Mostly because your movie theater employee doesn't give a shit about what you think. No, did you get disconnected again?
No, sorry, I came across something else interesting that I was waiting for you to finish your story before I interjected with.
Oh, go ahead, I'm done now.
SeaWorld files to go public with 100 million IPO.
What?
Apparently, okay. Looks like Shamu may be soon making a splash in the stock market. The company behind the water shows featuring killer whales, dolphins, and other animals at SeaWorld on Thursday said it was planning to go public. SeaWorld Entertainment Inc. filed for an initial public offering of stock with an initial goal of raising $100 million. That number is likely to change as the company's bankers gauge interest from investors.
I was about to say, aren't they already public?
I think it more means
You were meaning in a stock market sense.
Yeah. Sorry, the reason I even came across that is because of the title of it. It read, "Want to own Shamu? SeaWorld files for 100 million IPO."
How much for the whale?
Could you imagine owning a whale? Just having a huge fucking tank in your backyard with a freaking killer whale in it. Just your friends come over for a housewarming party or whatever. Hey guys, want to see my whale? Double entendre.
Hey guys, you want to see my whale? Can Shamu? Ain't buying no fucking dolphin. Those things will fucking kill you.
But a killer whale, that's worth investing in.
Exactly.
Let's see here. Anything else interesting here that we can dig into?
There's a headline here that says an unlikely tool that you can that will keep you alive.
What?
Well, it's a video, but like the little what's the word I'm looking for? The little clip that they have here.
Uh-huh.
Guy looking at another. So a tool that can keep you alive. So hey, look, a tool. Which one's the tool? It's one of them's a tool. Is this still going over you guys' heads? What on?
Okay, so
Iron Boy wishes to have set a world record. There.
anyway, so apparently the shooter from Sandy Hook's DNA is to be studied.
Sorry, what?
Yeah. School shooter's DNA to be studied. Geneticists have been asked to study the DNA of Adam Lanza, the Connecticut man whose shooting rampage killed 27 people, including an entire first-grade class. The study, which experts believe may be the first of its kind, is expected to be looking for abnormalities or mutations in Lanza's DNA.
And probably, but you'd need this. You're gonna need the brain, and you're actually gonna need the person alive. Back in the 50s, where there was a study, there was a study to see if African American brains weighed less than white brains, and the study showed no. They're the fucking same. But, you know, racism. Fun! This is pretty much...
Okay, so got a couple more articles that we can go over for this before we can move on.
What I have to say first, we're not really scientists, so we don't really know. I mean... It could actually be a genetic disorder, and if it is, hey, maybe we can fix it so we don't have fucking psychopaths. But more than likely, it's a mental disorder, so you're gonna have to figure something else out. Okay, anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, yeah. So there's two topics here. The first one is the top 25 films of 2012. This coming from Yahoo, I remind you.
I know. We mostly pick Yahoo because they're funny.
Exactly. So.
Not because they're trying to be funny.
Yahoo's top 25 films of 2012. Number 25, 21 Jump Street.
I didn't see it.
Number 24, The House I Live In. Never even heard of it. Number... Oh, what?
I think you're on 23.
Oh, yeah, I know. I thought you had something else to say.
Just said continue.
23, Compliance.
Never heard of that one.
Me neither. 22, The Beasts of the Southern Wild.
Are these going to be indie films?
Not all of them, because number 21, Marvel's The Avengers.
Okay. Well,
No.
I mean, it's in there, and it was enjoyable.
Yeah, I like The Avengers. Number 20, Rust and Bone.
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Okay, keep going.
Number 19, Lincoln.
Actually, I haven't seen that one. I really want to.
Yeah, my father said he also wants to see it, and I've seen some previews for it. Looks like it could be interesting.
After seeing Lincoln Vampire Hunter, might actually, see. What's the word I'm looking for? historical movie, I guess I'm looking
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be like some kind of historical biography on him.
That might that might be the words I'm looking for. Anyway, next one.
Silver Linings Playbook, number 18.
Never heard of it.
Number 17, Wreck-It Ralph.
Heard of it. Haven't seen it yet. Want to see it.
Yeah, we said several podcasts ago that we need to try to see it, but neither of us have yet.
Might be at the Dollar Theater where I'm at, so I'll check it out.
Number 15, The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Never heard of it.
Number 14, End of Watch.
Vaguely sounds familiar, but I don't know what it is.
Number 13, Magic Mike.
I don't know.
Number 12, Lawless.
You can see how often I go to the movie theater.
Well, considering a majority of number 25 to 11 I've never even heard of, says something. Because a lot of movies I've at least heard of, even if I've not seen them.
Hey, it seems I've only heard about 3 of these movies so far. Let's keep going.
Number 11, The Cabin in the Woods.
Oh God, that was a good movie. You should definitely see that one. Blah.
English Wind. Do you speak it?
God, what's the word for no? I don't speak English. Damn it.
In what, Spanish?
How do you say I don't speak English in English? Damn it. I wish I knew this.
Anyway, number 10, The Hunger Games.
I haven't seen that, but we do have it here at the house, so maybe I'll check it out.
Number 9, Moonrise Kingdom.
Never heard of it.
I've heard of that one. Didn't seem like a movie that would honestly really interest me.
Honestly, I think most of these movies aren't going to be movies that interest us.
Well, number 8, The Central Park 5.
Okay.
Sure. We'll go with it. Why not?
Why am I thinking Clockwork Orange with an extra?
Number 7, Amour.
Nope, haven't heard of it.
Neither have I.
Amour. Is it a? I'm probably getting it confused with a musical. Not a musical.
This one actually, number 10 and on actually have some brief descriptions to them. And number 7 reads, Michael Haneke's Amour is an unrelenting look at an aging woman's decline and death and her husband's valiant attempts to look after her in her last days.
Nope, never mind. I was thinking of something else. I'm getting names confused. Ignore me.
Number 6, Django Unchained.
Heard of it.
I've heard of it. I've heard that it's basically a Wild West Kill Bill.
It's God damn it. I can't remember these fucking people's names when I want to remember. Guy with the freakish looking face. He did Pulp Fiction. Reservoir Dogs. Fuck is his name?
The actor or the director?
Director.
Tarantino?
Yeah, well, he's pretty much an actor as well in his movies, but yeah, Tarantino. It's a Tarantino movie, so it's pretty much a grindhouse movie, isn't it?
No.
What?
As I said, from everything I've heard about it, it's basically Kill Bill set in the West.
Kill Bill was kind of a grindhouse movie as well, but more of a spaghetti western mixed with kung fu.
This one line makes me laugh. It's so Tarantino, it hurts.
So, yeah, if you like Tarantino, man, he does good stuff. A lot of stuff, though, it's like, what the fuck are you doing half the time?
Yeah.
He does good stuff. Go see it if you like. And you laugh.
Sorry, this other line. Even the blood splatter has its own choreography.
Blood.
I'm sorry. That was just funny. Number 5. Moving on finally. Number 5, Cloud Atlas.
I've heard about it. I've heard good things and controversial things. We want to go see it.
Yeah, that's same here. I've heard good things about it. I've heard it's controversial, but didn't we actually discuss Cloud Atlas in one of our earlier podcasts?
And so we could probably just move on from here.
Yeah. Number 4,
Go to that
Looper.
if find out. Wait, Looper?
Yeah.
Isn't that a sequel to Jumper?
I have no idea. It reads, writer-director Rian Johnson's original sci-fi thriller is a crafty new take on the well-worn time travel narrative. It turns out organized crime in the future will not be so different from the current state of things, with one significant difference: time traveling. What happens when an assassin's job is to dispatch his older self sent back 30 years from the future?
Yeah, okay, I know what you're talking about now. Never mind. I was thinking of another shitty movie. Actually, I don't know if this one's shitty. Could be good, could be bad. It's got Bruce Willis and that guy who was in Third Rock from the Sun.
Yeah. Number 3, Argo.
Never heard of it.
Me neither.
So, next one.
Number 2, Skyfall. Bond. James Bond.
I've heard, oh god, difference of opinions on this movie. It's like, obviously the quote-unquote hacking scenes are bullshit because you can't actually make a movie about hacking and make it look interesting because it's boring as shit.
Yeah, have you, that reminds me, have you seen Spoonie's vlog about this one?
1, yes I have. 2, there you go, talking about people better than we are.
And you've fallen silent. I'm guessing he got interrupted.
Sorry, what now? I didn't get interrupted.
And Yahoo's number 1 film of 2012.
They say Life of Pi, I'm out.
Zero Dark 30.
Oh, okay, I know what you're talking about. That was the Osama bin Laden snuff film. Sorry, it's the Kill Obama movie, not Osama bin Laden movie. Fuck. Okay, wow. That Freudian slip. Wow. Okay. List. That was an accident.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Edit that out. Watch list. Thanks a lot. I need to go now and move to Canada. But bye.
Ugh. That was too damn funny. I'm sorry.
Osama bin Laden.
But yeah, that was Yahoo's number 1 movie of all time. And the first comment on this goes on to read, worst best of list ever.
So what they're saying is Cabin in the Woods and Avengers was the worst of the best? No! I'm not quite sure what the hell is being said there.
I had this other thing pulled up, but I just don't think it could top the top 25 film reading.
Well, let's go with something boring then. Yeah, come on, you gotta load. There we go. America's most affordable cities. Top 5.
I saw that one and I thought about pulling it, but I changed my mind. So you can go over that one if you want.
Memphis, Tennessee at number 5.
Don't come to Tennessee. You'll regret it. I promise.
This is Memphis, so you know Elvis Presley and whatnot. I think that's the only place you want to go in Tennessee, isn't that it? Isn't that right?
Well, it depends. If you're a country music fan, Nashville is where you'll want to come.
Okay, so depending on your musical tastes,
Because Nashville's is where the Country Music Hall of Fame and all that stuff is.
Pueblo, Colorado.
Pueblo?
Pueblo. Pueblo.
Interesting.
Pueblo is a semi-arid desert city in the Rocky Mountains and is one of the top steel producers in the country. The cost of living is 85.1% of the national average. Pueblo's cheapest prices includes a visit to the dentist, $67.19. Movies, new releases on Sunday night is $8.50. And that's all they tell you. So how is that? Okay, but what about, living expenses, plumbing, housing, electricity? Because that's not really what... Oh, okay, here. Memphis, new home prices, $192,000. Optometrist, $73. Canola oil. I don't. Anyway, number 3, Ardmore, Oklahoma. Let's see, midway between Oklahoma City and Dallas. Let's see, Parmesan?
Parmesan?
Parmesan. The fuck? I can live with Parmesan. Granted, it's awesome, but I can live with it. Coca-Cola? Well, phone. Okay, people need phone. $20.50 a month. Okay. Dry cleaning for a men's suit is $7.16. Okay. Okay, like those last two I can see, but Parmesan and Coca-Cola. Something practical. Housing prices. Utility bills. And I think even insurances, have different prices for where you fucking live. How about that? Parmesan and Coca-Cola and ticket prices. What the fuck?
Going back to the movie theaters again.
To Norman, Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma. Located 20 miles south of Oklahoma City. Let's see. God damn it. Hamburger, McDonald's Quarter Pounder, shampoo, newspaper, and a 6-pack of fucking beer. Fucking priorities. Okay. Maybe this...
Yeah, what's number 1?
Number 1. Harlingen... Sorry. Harlingen, Texas. Oh, God damn it. T-bone steak. Sandwich and a washing machine repair.
You might want to go back over some of that you cut out right there.
I don't... T-bone, they're giving prices for T-bone steak, ground beef, sausages, chicken, tomatoes, sandwiches. And I guess the only useful thing here is repair home service calls. Run you, about $40 an hour.
Oh, only $40 an hour?
for the washing machine repair. I don't know how much it costs, here, but this is fucking retarded.
Yeah. Then again, it is Yahoo, so at least it's where it's meant to be.
There's also, right under the title here, America's Most Affordable Cities, is, the NBC logo. So, let's see, the editor's note, this CNBC article was one of the most read and shared stories on Yahoo.
Was it?
God, just... No. Can we have something useful?
No, of course not.
It's like, Justin, I want, give me the 5 live in.
Whoa. Anyway, moving on. You thought that was bad?
No, we're going to talk about this for another hour because this is stupid.
Oh, no, that's the thing.
It deserves our attention.
I've got something that is just as interesting. Los Angeles police offer gift cards to take guns off streets.
What? This might be smart because the stupid people to give up their guns for a gift certificate to Walgreens or whatever.
Police traded gift cards for guns in Los Angeles on Wednesday in a buyback program. Mayor Antonio Villaraigosa, what is he, a member of fucking Welsh Dragonflight? Jesus.
You tell me.
Announced as a crime-fighting response to the deadly shooting rampage in Newton, Connecticut. Police officers handed out $200 grocery store gift cards to people who turned in an automatic weapon and $100 gift cards to those who provided a handgun, rifle, or shotgun.
Okay. So one, they're doing something smart. People love gift cards. The stupid love gift cards. 2, they're actually giving them something useful. Gift cards for a grocery store. Brilliant. Though probably they're not going to get as much because some stupid people are going to, well, this isn't what I wanted. I wanted gift cards to fucking GameStop or...
Yeah, probably. And not just that, you gotta think at the value of some of the guns that are probably being traded in. They'd probably be better off selling their guns and making probably at times triple, depending on the model and make of gun, than what the gift card would be.
There was a news article somewhere else. I'm gonna have to preface it somewhere else where an old woman was selling a actual World War II German assault rifle to one of these programs the police has that the police officers, usually do. They'll give you money for a gun.
Yeah.
And they told her, this is actually worth something. Where did you get this? Oh, well, my dad, brought it back home when he returned home from the war. It's like, yeah, you can actually make quite a bit of money off of this. And they gave it back to her, and she sold it online.
And how much did she get out of it? Did it tell?
I don't remember, but it was going to be a lot more than what they were offering. They can't offer that much. They're a government. They're a government body. They can't.
Yeah. So, Texas, cheap city to live because of the price of T-bone.
God damn it, that was so... That's
funny.
Oh, that is... Justin, I want top 5 cheap cities to live in. 2 hours later, what the fuck is this? Well, T-bone steak is, Well, only this much here, so I like food.
I like me some food. Yeah. I love me some of that dar T-bone, partner.
And I was expecting, I don't know, a report on the financial difficulties.
Well, I got this little chart here that shows the price of our various T-bones.
I was expecting, the best places to buy a new house or have better utility prices. But this is brilliant! We're putting it on the page.
And how would you like your complimentary T-bone cooked as you leave this evening, sir? Great. Now we're going to have Texans after us.
Oh, come on. Even they have to agree that is fucking retarded. That you're only pricing fucking bread. I love me some steak.
No, that's not the reason they're going to come after us. The reason they're going to come after us is because of my poor interpretation of them.
Oh, just because I went the her and you went the her?
Probably.
It's stupid. That is stupid voice. Stupid voice is all over the world. Voice has no nationality. Is the world. Just a little bit of a southern slur to his voice does not mean he's right. Trust me, every country in the world has their own South.
Yeah, pretty much. Trust me, I would know. I live in the United States' version of the South.
Here's one. New laws that will take place in 2013. Oh boy, I can't wait to see what stupidness Yahoo has. Yeah.
Boy, this ought to be amusing. That's a hell of a read, too.
I was actually hoping for a list. Maybe we should just stick with lists, because those are easier to get through.
Yeah, they are. Foods that can shorten your lifespan.
You know what? And they're everything we eat on a daily basis because they are delicious. Foods that will expand your lifespan. Tofu. Probably not, but...
Oh, killer tofu.
Doug.
Do what?
Doug reference there.
Yep.
I'll stop now.
Yeah, we don't want to get sued by Nickelodeon.
I think Doug is owned by Disney now, but...
Oh, is it?
But they don't have Doug on DVD because... They don't want to put Doug on DVD because Nickelodeon wants royalties from it. Disney doesn't want to give them royalties for it, so a DVD of Doug will probably never come out, and if it does come out, it'll be at the wrong time because the audience for that. Let's see. In many states, new laws take. If you got something else to talk about, go ahead. I'll read through this and give you guys the highlights.
Yeah, I'm looking into this, but it says 8 reasons we hate Dragon Ball Z, but sadly it's only pictures, so there's really not a list to go over.
Yahoo?
No, this is on screwattack.com's website.
So it's just pictures. Yeah, that's probably not going to help in a...
Like, one of the pictures is of Gohan dressed as Saiyaman.
He's a superhero. He wanted to be...
Another one is... Okay, they've actually got titles. I just noticed this. Okay. The number 1 picture says the Great Saiyaman, as I just mentioned. Number 2, long powering up sessions. Number 3 is a picture of Vegeta.
What? Is he doing anything, or is he just standing there?
It's the scene from the episode where he crushed the Scouter and did the "It's over 9,000" bit.
I hate the meme.
Yeah, it even says right here, over 9,000 was never that funny. It's almost the year 2013, people.
Yep.
Number 4, Dragon Ball Evolution. Let's just get that one out of the way and forget about it.
We got a new meme anyway. It's called an arrow to the knee.
Oh, God.
And lolcat.
Bardock went back in time, somehow.
Bardock. Oh, God, that's his dad, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Goku's dad.
They actually did a Team Fort. Again, we're referencing better shows. They actually did a spoof on that recently.
The side characters from Dragon Ball are now useless.
They were useful?
Krillin during Dragon Ball actually was. For a time, he was actually stronger than Goku.
Well, that was because Goku was dead for a time.
No, I'm talking about in the original Dragon Ball before Goku ever died, when they were still kids.
Oh, we're talking about Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Tried watching Dragon Ball, but too much kid penis. Like, penis. Just...
The Z Warriors are a bunch of bitches. Everyone always dies.
I don't know.
Can't argue with that logic, because I'm pretty sure every member on the Z Fighters has died at least once, if not more. Goku's died. Krillin's died. Vegeta has died. Trunks has died.
Everyone's died at least once and came back at least once.
About the only one I don't think that's ever had an actual full-on legit death is Gohan.
Yeah.
I think he's like the only one, though. Oh God, what? The number 8 reason. We'll probably never see Bill Goldberg as Nappa.
Bill Goldberg?
The comparison there, I have to say, is pretty amazing.
Oh God, he's a wrestler, isn't he?
Yeah.
I know who we're talking about. He's a... This stuff will turn you into a sexual Tyrannosaurus. I think he's the governor now still, isn't he?
Do what?
That actor.
Goldberg?
Yeah.
What about him?
I don't know if he is still currently a governor, but he was at some point.
No, Goldberg's never been a governor.
We're talking about the guy who was in Predator, right?
No.
You're going to have to send me a link now, because...
You're thinking of Schwarzenegger.
No, not Schwarzenegger. They were both in the same movie. Okay, send me a link to this picture.
Alright, hang on. I gotta find it again. There.
Well, anyway, so far they're talking about gay marriage and outlawing. Yeah, he's a fucking governor. Well, maybe he was a governor, but he has been a governor. I don't remember which state he's been a governor. He was in Predator. Predator has 2 governors in it, Arnold Schwarzenegger and this guy. So shut up. I know what I'm talking about.
Goldberg is a wrestler.
Yes, and he's also a fucking governor.
I don't think so.
Shut up. Go look it up then.
I am.
I'll tell you guys what this, new was. The highlights so far. So far, gay marriage. Good. in Maryland and Maine, and California is weird. There are laws that bans psychotherapy aimed at making gay teenagers straight. Because that is completely stupid. There's a law banning protect children from bullying and abuse.
And yeah, I was right. He was never been governor, and he was never in Predator.
Yeah, it's. Oh god damn it! I think somebody else in there. Right.
You're probably thinking of maybe Jesse Ventura.
Oh fuck. Yeah, hey, they look the same. They the fucking same.
I was about to say, you're arguing wrestler mythos against an actual wrestling fan here. Come on.
Hey. Well, Jesse Ventura was a wrestler, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, still. And they look the fucking same.
Nowhere near, but okay. He's also a huge conspiracy theorist.
Oh, so he's insane.
Yeah.
Wait, Jesse or this...
Jesse Ventura, the governor. Or former governor, maybe now at this point.
I don't know, guys. Fuck you. I like going outside because there's this big, horrible ball trying to give me cancer. And everybody that I live near is a fucking asshole or douchebag or insane. Seriously. It's shit where I live. Also, outside is a fucking desert, so there's that. There's nothing to do here.
Anyway, back to your whole story since you were trying to summarize it.
Begins cracking down on the states. 9,000 unused drivers with. What? Fuck this.
Because I've got a couple of lists, or maybe not lists per se, but interesting reads nonetheless.
I got what to keep in your glove box. That's important.
Top 10 games that shouldn't even exist.
Oh, I can already think of several.
Number 10, Toe Jam and Earl 3, Mission to Earth.
Never heard of it, never played. Have heard of the Toe Jam. Oh God, Biggs!
What the?
Ladies and gentlemen, surprise guest appearance by Biggs, the Chocolate Lab. Enjoy sticking his nose. Least expect it.
You cut out right there, but...
Biggs, the Chocolate Lab. He is our guest today. We have a title. Special guest by Biggs, the Chocolate Lab.
Number 9, Aquaman, Battle for Atlantis.
Yeah, I've seen that on G4 back when and we're trying to become Spike TV.
Yeah. Number 8, Fight Club.
Same channel, same problems.
Number 7, Wheelman.
Never heard of it.
Neither. I've heard of it. That's about it, though. Number 6, Superman Returns.
There was a game for that movie?
Apparently. The summarization of it reads, we all knew Superman was going to be somewhere on this list, and Superman 64 would simply be too obvious at this point. I remember hoping that Superman Returns would be the game to break the Man of Steel's bad video game curse. Sadly, I was proven horribly and depressingly wrong. Terrible controls made it difficult to traverse the massive city of Metropolis, and fights with even a single enemy were a grueling chore. To make matters worse, a health bar in the form of the city's collateral damage often caused enemies to run away from you to simply tear down a building and end your game.
Let's have health unless you're being shot by kryptonite bullets.
Number 5, Batman, Dark Tomorrow.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I. I'm starting to notice a trend of superhero games being on here, though.
No one's ever heard of.
Number 4, Duke Nukem Forever.
God.
That one I have to say was depressing because I was looking forward to Duke Nukem Forever until it actually released and I heard all the bad shit about it.
Well, guys, if a video game has been through several different publishers and creators, it's probably not going to be that good.
Number 3, Zelda, The Wand of Gamelon.
Okay. Should we just say what was that, Sega CD, or?
I think so.
Should we just put the Sega CD list in there?
Number 2, The Cheetah Men. I've never even heard of this one.
No, I haven't either. What the hell is the Cheetah Men?
The Cheetah Men may have been forgotten by most, but it's a textbook example of how to rip off popular gaming franchises in all the worst ways possible. Hoping to compete with the popular Battletoads and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle franchises, the Cheetah Men featured 3 heroes and 6 stages of unforgivable glitches. The Cheetah Men also came with a manual that elaborated on the backstory of its heroes, which didn't even match the in-game story.
But this sounds awesome. I don't understand.
Number 1, Captain Novolin.
Never heard of it.
Neither have I. Public service announcements can be great. They educate us on the effects of reefer madness, or teach us about our environmental and our health. But some PSAs fell hard, and Captain Novolin is perhaps the best example of a PSA failure the video game world has ever seen. In this piece of gaming garbage, you play as the titular Captain Novolin, a hero with type 1 diabetes.
How old is this game?
The game was meant to educate players about eating right and keeping sugar levels safe, which is apparently accomplished by avoiding evil alien junk food invaders and eating healthy foods that kept your glucose levels stable. That just sounds offensive.
Just sounds terrible in general. When you're playing a game about a superhero, usually you want somebody badass, not somebody who's lactose intolerant or has the diabetes.
Was waiting for the joke.
Diabetes.
Okay, and the second list I found,
And
we'll probably go with this one, and we'll probably wrap it up after this one, and save some more of the others for the next podcast, because we've gone on for some time now about random shit like usual. But anyways, the list reads, Top 10 Most Overrated Video Game Characters.
Oh boy. Let's hear it.
Sick of hearing about a certain character over and over again? Tired of people yelling in your ear how awesome this or that character is? If so, then I feel your pain. I've comprised a list of characters in desperate need of being shelved for a bit so we can have a little breathing room from the many ranks of the overrated.
Now, before we start, have you looked at this list yet?
No, I haven't.
Should we place bets on who's going to be in there? Or, just, give out our theory of who's going to be in there.
I know one that'll most likely be in there.
Because you're looking ahead, you damn cheat.
I am doing no such thing.
Click, click.
I'm actually moving away from that so I don't look.
I'm going to have to say Master Chief. He's probably going to have to be on there.
Yeah, I didn't think of him, but that is a good one. I'll say so, probably.
Then again...
Another one I'm going to have to put on the list will be Kratos from God of War.
Okay.
Well, are we ready to go through the list?
Let's go!
Alright, moving back over to it. Number 10, Tim from Braid. Obsessive, psychopathic, or passionate, worried boyfriend. However you interpret Braid's story, it's hard to argue that Tim is actually any sort of viable character. Without real direct input from Tim himself, he's hard enough to relate to, and as the game was full of annoyances on its own, I struggle to see how Tim to this day still receives so much praise. I can get down with the indie developer support, but be real here, he's really no more of a character than the silhouetted boy of Limbo.
Now, this sounded more like the game was getting overhyped rather than the character. But
right. Anyway, number 9, Talum from Soul Calibur.
Talum.
Never before has a Soul Calibur character annoyed me to the point of not wanting to play online matches because opponents love little innocent Talum. Not only is she similar to an RPG protagonist's helpless, cherubic little sister, but she speaks in the third person. Unless you're playing with a button masher, every match faced against this pure little girl is nerve-wracking. She's a speedy little cuss, and dual blades don't make matters much better. She grates on the nerves with her angelic personality and never give up spirit. Now, Tacky, on the other hand.
Now, hold on. I'm pulling out my Soul Calibur 3 for the PlayStation 2, because I have no idea who this character is. I'm going to see if it says anything in the little
booklet.
And I'm going to have to say it doesn't.
Well, she might not have been in Soul Calibur. What was it, 2?
3.
Oh, 3.
Yeah. I would actually have to turn on my PlayStation 2 to find this out, but that's not really going to happen right now because we're in the middle of a podcast, and that would be...
Well, here, get over here and...
Actually, yeah, give me a link so I can see who this is, because I can't see a damn. I can't see what you're saying. Damn it. Oh.
Yeah, we totally don't want to get sued by Jesse there.
Okay, she's the one with the Tonfa. Is it Tonfas?
Yeah, Tonfa.
Yeah. Well, actually, sorry, I was looking at the voice. Wrong one!
You were looking at the voice actor?
I know, it's like Japanese. I saw it with dyslexia. I don't know what the hell. Anyway.
Hindenwalk. Hang on. No, I saw this name last night.
Huh?
As me and Rachel, we came across an interesting anime we started watching called Final Fantasy Unlimited.
Okay.
And it brought me to a bunch of different things. And, oh, that's where I recognized the name from. Frickin' Starfire from Teen Titans.
Okay. I don't know. Let's see. Don't know what we're talking about, but sure.
The voice actress for Talum. The English voice actor.
Okay.
Hindenwalk. The voice actors for Talum in Soul Calibur 3 and Soul Calibur Broken Destiny is apparently the girl who voiced Starfire in Teen Titans, the cartoon. She was, let's see here, what else has she done? Rugrats, Static Shock.
Off topic again. We have a problem. Can you tell?
Oh well, they'll live. Let's see here. Teen Titans Go, which is in production. Thundercats. Adventure Time. Batman the Brave and the Bold, the Superhero Squad Show. Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. American Dragon Jake Long. Cat Scratch. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyperforce Go. Apparently she's been in a lot.
Yeah, usually voice actors are.
I don't know. Some of the voice actors from Final Fantasy Unlimited have not shit under their belt for the most part. But anyways, moving back to the main point.
Really? We're going back to the main point?
Yes.
We'll go back
Number 8, Miranda Lawson, Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
I'm unsure why so much buzz surrounds this femme fatale. She may be the perfect woman, but in reality she's quite dull. Sure, she's got a killer figure, but while you're busy drinking it in, it's easy to overlook her behavior. That of, in many instances, an ice queen. Let's not forget her involvement with Cerberus, which is in my mind similar to notorious xenophobe Ashley Williams. Frigid, arrogant, and filled with sarcastic remarks, it's difficult to transform her into a likable or interesting character in my book, pre-relationship or otherwise. When you've got Tally, Morinth, Thane, Jack, or any of the rest of the crew waiting for you to unlock their secrets, these human vixens simply pales in comparison.
Waiting for you to unlock their secrets about Chicka Bow Wow.
Despite a fantastic performance from Von Strovsky, Miranda continued to bore me throughout the journey to the galaxy's furthest reaches, and you better believe I took Jack's side in that momentous argument. Miranda won't be seeing the light of day in my Mass Effect 3 playthrough. Number 7. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Really?
Sonic the Hedgehog series. Though I'm a huge Sonic fan, the fastest thing alive hit his stride years ago. Sonic Colors was a workable comeback, but poor old Sonic's been rode hard and put up wet.
Is that a prostitute joke?
Yes. Oh boy, anyway, he may have been all of that years ago, but now he's a tired old rodent who needs to kick off his trademark red kicks and have a bit of a rest. The cheesy, peppy, do-gooder attitude and the speed has been doing him a lot of damage, and I think we all know it's time for a break.
Well, we need Sega to, not make crappy games, one. So maybe a break. Maybe if Sega can take a break from Sonic, that would be fine. But I'm guessing it's going to be like how DC has to keep making a Wonder Woman comic, even though they have no good ideas. Otherwise, they lose the rights. Probably something like that.
Number 6, Kratos, God of War series.
Nah, I'm going to have to say that you looked ahead, but you go ahead.
Sure. Don't get me wrong, I like to cleave through baddies as the newest fledgling God of War, but Kratos is, well, kind of a jerk. He may be responsible for some truly heinous crimes, and we see hints at true repentance and guilt for his wrongdoing, but he never truly gets it, does he? All I really know of Kratos beyond his past sins is that he likes orgies, bloodshed, and being angry. Okay, honestly, I know a little more than that, but as much as I like the Ghost of Sparta, he's not the action hero he's cracked up to be.
Yeah, the first one, it was like, wow. It's like, you can sympathize with the guy. But then, like, the second one, it was like, okay, you're kind of being a jerk. And from what I heard with the third one is, he's just an asshole. Like, he kills people who are willing to give him stuff. And then he takes the stuff anyway.
Number 5, Sackboy, Little Big Planet. Little Big Planet is certainly a creative and engaging platform. There's no disputing that. And I was anxious to see what adorable little creature I'd be playing as when popping the game into my PS3. When greeted with the brown ball of yarn known only as Sackboy, I was disappointed. The vacant smile, dead black eyes, and annoying, cheery little bugger actually isn't that adorable at all. Sure, you can dress them up in plenty of cutesy outfits so they resemble some of your favorite Sony figureheads, but take it all away and they're not so hot. Certainly not mascot-worthy. Crash Bandicoot revival, anyone?
What? Okay, he didn't like Sackboy. Okay, Sackboy's not for everybody, just like Kratos isn't for everybody.
Number 4.
I don't understand the Sackboy hate. That's all I'm saying.
He's not saying that he hates him, he's saying that it's overrated.
I don't even see it being overrated either. I don't really hear people going, oh my god, Sackboy's the best, or anything like that.
Anyway, number 4, Marcus Phoenix, Gears of War series.
Oh god, yeah.
You don't get much more manly than Phoenix. Flagship protagonists of Gears of War, Lancers are amazing and all, and Marcus is your bro if you want a side of humor with your rugged no-neck man's man. But as far as third-person leads go, we can do much better. We're not sure how his character will evolve in Gears of War 3, but dear old Marcus is the epitome of male fantasy, and you needn't look far to see that. So it should be obvious why I doubt his uniqueness in a world of plenty of other amazing characters.
Besides, we all know what that game's really about. It's about the coal train, baby!
Number 3, Master Chief Halo series.
Now,
what was that about looking ahead, Wind, huh? You sure you didn't take a sneak peek at this?
Hey, I'm clairvoyant. There's a difference. But no, it was pretty much obvious.
A lot of these are, really, if you think about it.
And I'm thinking more of the issue is with how the games are overhyped rather than the characters.
It goes on to read, now, I'm no Halo hater, but you don't get any more generic than Master Chief, the pinnacle of the entire Halo franchise. Sure, we know enemies run in terror whenever he rears his shiny sage-colored helmet, but beyond reading into the Halo lore propagated via books, tie-in features, and supplemental materials, Master Chief is rather flat. That, of course, doesn't stop him from being the center of today's gaming world. I'll openly admit I've oohed and awed at his rumbling one-liners and narrow escapes, but his everyman persona is nothing to lose your marbles over.
Yeah. Alright.
Number 2, Lara Croft, Tomb Raider series.
But boobs!
It goes on to read, speaking of, she may have won the hearts of plenty of gamers with her then revolutionary assets. Insert eye roll here.
Derpy's talking about
boobs. Boobies.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go. Continue.
And as a female protagonist, I do appreciate her contributions, but as far as characters go, there's little to Lara beyond guns, quips, and some smooth moves. Other than her trademark tank top and short shorts, Lara's your plain Jane every woman. Really, she could be anyone. It's disappointing to me that most of her notoriety seems to stem from those interested only in how many pixels comprise those dangerous curves. But I can certainly see why. There's not much else to her when you strip away the exterior. For that reason, I'm looking forward to the upcoming Tomb Raider reboot where we hopefully see Lara's character improve.
Yeah, hopefully they don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
I mean, that little press release, I think at, I forget which convention, but they were talking about the rape scene and how they were kind of misworded a lot of that.
Yeah.
Made it seem like, wow, this is terrible.
I mean,
yes,
was
the
never...
scene is terrible, but I mean, it's like, how they were saying to get out of it was terrible. It was something, I can't remember. Memory bad. But go ahead.
Anyway, as I was saying, personally, I never really got into the Tomb Raider series, honestly. The gameplay of it, I don't know, it just never stuck to me, you know?
I played the first one, and then whatever number that one was on the Dreamcast where she has to fight the Egyptian god set.
The Egyptian god cards.
Did you just summon an Egyptian god card in one turn? Maybe. That's against the rules.
Screw you, I have money.
Screw the rules, I have green hair.
Anyway, we're starting to tiptoe into other territory here again.
Sing better people than us.
It's no wonder we get no views. We keep sending all of our people, very few of them we had, to watch all these other people.
This is our shtick, isn't it?
Probably, apparently.
Okay, anyway.
What's going to happen to us in the end is we're just ultimately going to end up becoming paid endorsers in the future at this rate.
Don't say that out loud, people. Okay. Tune out if you don't want to hear this, but we are willing to whore ourselves out for money. You want to say something good about your stuff? Send us a little cash our way.
Anyway, number 1, the creme of the crop. Number 1, Princess Peach Mario series.
Yeah.
Here's a character I'm sure you're all familiar with, Princess Toadstool or Peach. Ever since she's been crawling around in her little pink diapers, Bowser has been stealing her away from Mario and the Mushroom Kingdom, and we've been eating it up. Well, I'm not going to dwell too much on Bowser's reasoning behind kidnapping one woman for years in succession. I don't think I really want to know his innermost desires. What I do know is that Peach is fairly useless beyond her ability to bake cakes and get kidnapped. She's the epitome of damsel style. With her cotton candy pink dress, parasol, and flowing blonde hair, sure, she's gorgeous, but I do have to wonder what Mario sees in her to risk his life an astronomical amount of times just to keep her safe. Beyond the fact that Peach is too incompetent to escape Bowser's terrifying grasp, what does she even do for the inhabitants of the Mushroom Kingdom? I'm willing to bet she's just a figurehead. What is a human princess doing ruling over mushroom people anyway? Granted, Peach has had a few instances where she is actively trying to take part in preserving the good of the kingdom or the world, such as in Paper Mario, or the critically acclaimed Super Mario RPG, where she actually becomes a playable party member. It is quite notable as well that she appeared in her very own, albeit very easy platformer, Super Princess Peach, in which she endeavors to save the Mario Brothers for once. Okay, Peachy, I'll give you the platformer that you started in the few instances you decided you should play a little harder to get, but that still doesn't excuse you from a history of helplessness, nor you being completely overrated.
Also, what Mario sees in her is probably between the sheets.
Probably.
It has to be that good.
It has.
I'm sure after a while, you're just going to say fuck it, but it must be that great.
Yeah, I mean, something has to keep that man coming back for more. To the point where he's going through all of this to rescue this woman, as the article said, an astronomical amount of times. At one point, unless you're that good in that particular area, any other guy's just going to say, fuck it, I'm done.
Also, her name is Princess Peach, yet she is the only ruler? Why isn't she Queen Peach?
Exactly.
That is something that's always bothered. It bothers a lot of people. It's like, you're the only royalty here, right? Yep. Why don't you just call yourself Queen?
Well, there has been a couple of Mario mediums. I can't remember them all exactly, but I know there was a comic book series where there was an actual representation of the king, Peach's father, as the king of the Mushroom Kingdom. But beyond that, yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that was the last one for that, so.
Unless we have other better shows to reference.
Not today, but we'll look into it. We always do.
Oh, God. We're terrible.
Yes, we are.
Well, if you'd like to tune in next week, God help you. But next week, it's going to be the new year.
Indeed.
Aye. So what's your New Year's resolution there? Resolution.
Don't know. Haven't really thought about those, honestly.
I think mine will be able to... I think mine is post at least one video next year.
Maybe, if we're lucky.
Or
Or unlucky, depending on the viewer's perspective.
Oh, you will be unlucky. God help you.
God help us all.
God help us, everyone.
Ugh. So, is there anything else you would like to say before we wrap up the last podcast of 2012?
Coming soon. Wind Reviews, Insecticide, Part 1.
And now, with all the Christmas hustle and bustle over, I'm going to resume back on my The Lore Book series and finally resume my StarCraft 2 playthroughs. And I'm thinking about maybe throwing in starting an additional playthrough, I should say, here soon. I've got a couple of games in mind that I'm thinking about doing for it, but I've not determined which one exactly yet. But you'll know it when I get it uploaded, so...
You should do Insecticide. You must endure the horror. I mean, oh, am I already spoiling the video?
Yeah, probably not a good idea if you actually want people to watch it.
Oh, there are good things about it, though. You'll have to find out what those good things are, though.
And I'm getting the first exclusive sneak peek at it, so...
Mostly I'm just saying if a particular joke is going on for too long. If it seems like it's going on for too long, I'll post it in a separate video.
Well, now with the shameless whoring out of the way, is there any parting words you would love to give the fans? Or lack thereof?
I don't, but our special guest, Biggs, has ran away. So he can't say anything to you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the most popular character on this show wasn't here to say anything.
I know.
Damn.
He could get the female demographic.
Ah.
And by that I mean because he's adorable.
That's not where my mind went. But then again, I am a sick pervert.
We do not condone bestiality. Bestiality is bad. If you enjoy bestiality, have a look at Florida.
And there goes our demographic from that area. Thanks.
Florida's just full of old people.
But anyway, before we incriminate ourselves further, we're already on the FBI watch list now, thanks.
Well, what's Florida going to do? Send its geriatrics at us?
No, but like I said, thanks to you, we're now on the FBI watch list, so I'm sure it probably wouldn't be that hard to garner support.
Boy.
Anyway, before we get ourselves in any more trouble, we'll end this here and say farewell, and we'll see you next year, everybody.
See ya!
Till next time, my peeps.